Hey everybody, so today was a very interesting day full of an array of situations that really required me to check in with myself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and I had to process the emotions but also see who the safe people were around me. So a lot of times we want to consider people friends and whatever connection you have with somebody, and it's like, oh yeah, like they do this with me, or I can call them if something goes wrong, which is good, it's very important. But do they judge you? Do you feel like you could put your walls down and communicate what you're feeling without feeling like you're dumb? Because there's a lot of times we're going through situations and we really don't know the answers, or we really don't feel that we can get past that certain thing, whether it's a situation, a way of thinking, triggers, whatever it may be. Even understanding certain things in our faith. And I'm usually seen as the strong friend, or the friend that people come to for answers. And I have my days that I feel weak or emotional, or that I need someone to teach me something. And I don't put my walls down for everybody, because I need to feel safe within that friendship. I need to feel that, like, if I'm guarding my heart, like, you will still protect my heart in that space. And a lot of times we can open our heart to things that we were never called to, whether friendships or whatever it may be, just because we want some type of connection. And that's not always seen as something people want to check in with. And also, do you do an audit of the relationships that are around you, your friendships and your actual intimate relationships? And what does safety look like for you within those relationships? So I'm just going to say relationships. Safety has a definition, like a Webster's dictionary definition, but what does safety look like to you? There are different extremes for everybody. There's different levels of friendship that people want and desire. There are, let's say, for example, a strong friend may need those friends that they can let their wall down and they can cry with them and then, like, get back to business. You could be the person that, like, you have a question and you don't want to feel dumb talking to somebody. Like, that's how you feel safe. That is how you feel safe. So that is something important to you, and evaluate who are the people around you that emit that kind of safety for you. Because we can keep people around way too long, or we're not communicating our needs or what we are feeling, because we're afraid to damage the friendship or relationship. And honestly, you creating that space of communication will either, one, strengthen the relationship, or two, expose where things really lie. And I've had relationships that I thought they were relationships, friendships, whatever, rock solid, and some went to the trash, and some went away for a season, came back. Some, it just made it stronger. And just because something happened with one, it doesn't mean it's going to happen with another. But it was a lot of learning and growing. And there were a lot of friendships, or not a lot, there were some friendships that they weren't as strong. And either of us communicating our emotion, our frustration, or whatever it may be, it really helped level up the relationship. And it's like, wow, you love and care about me and yourself enough that you want to respect our friendship and be like, hey, like, I love you, and not but, and I'm going to express that this is like a boundary that was crossed. I'm going to express that this hurt me, because I want to continue. You want to build these safe places within your relationships, but that requires vulnerability, honesty, communication, and the healing within ourselves, and doing the digging work and realizing when we are being triggered, where are areas that we need to improve, and also what has worked for us and that is still healthy. And we have to also keep in mind that not everyone has grown up in safe places, whether at home, whether they're past friendships, their past relationships, or, wait for this one, the relationship within themselves in their own mind. Because sometimes we may not be in a dangerous environment on the outside, but on the inside, we are our biggest bully, hater, and stuff like that. So, how are we creating that safe space within ourselves as well? We need to learn how to create those safe spaces within ourselves, and then also how to communicate those things with the people that are around us. Whether it's someone we love and care about, or it's someone you work with, whatever it may be. There's a lot of craziness in this earth. So, trying to find a common ground and a safe space is super important. And that's something that has been on my mind and heart all day, just because of the different situations I was going through and learning about myself and people I was interacting with. So I am grateful to have come across some amazing human beings that I can feel safe around and that I can rely on or call or text or have pray for me, whatever it may be. But it's not always easy getting there. It's also getting over the fear of rejection, the fear of your communication skills, of disappointment, receiving constructive and non constructive criticism. It is you doing the healing work, you realizing what your triggers are and how you're going to overcome them, how you're going to partner with the people around you to create safe spaces with each other. A lot of times people idealize these relationships and friendships or levels of healing and don't realize the kind of commitment that it takes to get to that level of being. So I challenge you to check in with yourself and see what is safe to me and what am I doing to keep that safety, who around me is, what people, places, or things make you feel safe or unsafe, and why, if you feel unsafe, do you continue to put yourself in those environments? So really doing the digging work, the healing part, and getting help if you do need help with those things. And that is my homework to you. It's not fun all the time doing the digging and the healing work, but I can tell you this, that it is so important for you to be able to identify your areas of opportunity for you to reach different levels. So I send y'all love and hugs and happy healing.